Hello and welcome to a completely blind playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm Bring Stabity, also known as General Revel, and I know just about nothing about Doki Doki Literature Club, but the chat has demanded that I play it, and so, being but a humble Twitch thought, I have obliged. Anyway, to get us going, let's pull this up and swap over to Firefox. Let me tell you exactly what I know about Doki Doki Literature Club. I know that there are these four girls. This one is Yuri, this one is Monica, and one of these two is Sayori, and the other is Natsuki, the two on the left, with the head bow and with the pink hair. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course Monica, the leader of the club. That's me! I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? And I also know... Warning, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So obviously, this is not just a cutesy story about four cute girls having a little literature club. And I know enough that... Skip very, very slowly to not spoil myself any further. There we go. Right here. This is the only review that I have read. This game isn't free to play. You just don't pay with money. That sounds super funny to me. Okay. Don't forget the game files to have them open in the background. Yes. Pro Legend says... You know, I won't say that out loud on screen. Okay, so... Snowball was saying that I need to keep the character file open in another screen. So let me hop back here, swap the view. That is not what I was looking for. There we go. That is what I was looking for. Anyway, here are the character files. Should they actually be open here? You'll learn about that in game. That's not necessary. Okay, very good. Not necessary. So let's get back to the game and actually get started. Let's play. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.moe/warning.html. Anyway, I'm not going to be doing that. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yes. Oh, I need to click on that. Okay. There we go. I love that you spell out the entire URL. Aww. That's a sweet, charming music. I've already forgotten that this is going to be disturbing. Wonderful. Nothing disturbing here, just cuteness. Let's get going. Start off, let's see, skip, unseen text, after choices. Nope. We'll be seeing everything. Okay, Doki Doki Literature Club. New game. Please enter your name. Okay, in the chat. Am I Bring Stabity or am I General Revel? Or do you want me to play as someone else? Anwise votes for Revel. Bring Stabity. Creamy goes for Long Schlong McCong. Now, Anwise, if I go with General Revel, should I use the Mobile Shoot Gundam Abridged voice for him? He was a very interesting character. Or Stabity. These guys are all more used to Stabity. Anwise, apologies, you have been outvoted. And no Sean Connery voice for General Revel. Oh no! Is stream dead? Actual vote is for Stabity. Okie dokie. I am oh! On a single name? Well, I am just Stabity then. Stabity oo-woo? Stabity oo-woo. Just Stabity. The stream has started, but there were issues. Okay, whatever. Don't care. We're recording. Yes, we are. Hello and welcome to another Doki Doki Literature Club stream. I'm Bring Stabity, the stabbiest Stabity that ever stabbied. And we are back with Doki Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind. At least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Snowball says, I don't like how clear your voice is now with the new mic. It makes the cringe worse. What's cringy, my voices or the dialogue? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Normal Kid says the whole series, and Snowball says both. Sorry, you guys have to suffer through my horrible voice acting. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. And Anyways tosses in, what's cringy is you bullying demon waifus. No! Demon waifus deserve to be bullied, always. Always, always, always. Bully all demons. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. And Dressimero, thank you for the bit. Snowball says, I'm afraid for Natsuki's voice and how cringe it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be very cringy. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well... I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Stabity, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Snowball says, Godspeed in your name, Stab. Kek, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Stabity. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Stabity. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica, and one space next to Sayori. Genshi asks, so we going for the best ending this time? No. We're just re-recording a failed take of my original run. So we'll be doing the 2 scenes that we did, and then we'll be going back to kind of the start and doing a second test. I'm going to be trying for a good ending, but it's going to take a little while. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Nope. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first. Then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good! Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a
hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Stabity, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Jesse Mero asks, why is there a Doritos emote? Nothing against it, but why it's good, but why? I don't know, it's just there. I didn't do anything for it, I don't think. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep, psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh, now if that isn't a shout out to Star Wars The High Republic with the navigator that is a rock, then I don't know. Really? I wouldn't have expected that of you, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Wait, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Oh, no. Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your... You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Yeah, Snowball did a little table flip in the chat. Jesse Mero, oh, I got Pig looks at depressed upside down table. Normal Kid, can I just hop in that game and absolutely murder Monica before most people... Shush, Normal Kid. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right, Stabity? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and... I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Stabity... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down, pressing her breasts against me. Sensually. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stabity, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, Stabity, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. That's me! Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So yeah, Dressy Marrow, I'm pretending to be new. So I have played this, but specifically I'm recording this to make up for the fact that my actual blind playthrough got lost to the ether. Yeah. And yeah, Snowball says I have to make up 2 parts. Dressmere, oh well, I miss a lot of streams and think I know, so don't use me as a reliable source of information. No worries, Dressmere. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Snowball says they have a Wish-Rem figure. I don't trust it. Okay, not sure what you're talking about, but very good. Destiny. Yay. Graveyard. Woohoo. Unrequited. Nope. Okay, well, that might say some things about Sayori. Adventure? Oh, that's also Sayori. Cheer anime. Inferno. Yes. Passion. No. Uncontrollable. Despise. Depression. Oh? She may have depression. Starscape. Afterimage. Melancholy. Incongruent. Intellectual. Contamination. Massacre. Oh, look how happy Yuri was from a massacre. Secretive. Philosophy. Extraordinary. Nope, that's Sayori. Effulgent. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a save. There we are. And that is it for today's stream. 9:16 p.m. Hopefully this was a good audio recording. We'll be able to next time come back and re-record the missing part 2. And after that, we'll be able to get back into the stuff that I actually recorded as I was playing. So, thank you all very much. That is it for the stream. For those of you on YouTube, please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Twitch, stick around, and we'll say goodbye in a moment.